I know it's been a bit since my last Legends video, and for my return I wanted to do something a little bit more fun than competitive and get back to my roots, and so I wanted to play a deck that just had a ridiculous number of charge creatures in it because it's kind of what I'm known for, or at least I used to be known for it back when Time to Fight and Ray Chargers and Charger were decks that I played more frequently, more often, and to be honest, they were just more viable back then. I don't think this deck or the other variants that I'll be playing in the future are as good as they used to be, but we're going to take this one for a spin. So this one is the warrior version that I've been kind of toying around with. This is going to be one of those deck testing videos. I'm going to show you the deck, and then I'm going to play 2 games, win or lose, so that you can see the outcome. Now, this one has a little bit of orc synergy to it because I wanted to also cram in 3 wood orc headhunters. This isn't something I normally do because I prefer things with direct damage whenever possible. So again, this variant is running a couple of doucheniks. This is more about dealing the 1 damage than anything. Garnag, and then on the bottom end I'm running Greystone Ravager again because I want to maximize my ability to activate Headhunter. Everything else is all about direct damage or ways to enhance your damage, if you will. It's all about, think of it as like playing burn spells from your hand. If you've played Magic or you've watched me play Magic recently and when I'm playing Mono Red, it's the same concept but instead in Legends. Vigilante has charge, Sower has the direct damage, Minotaur has charge, 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 buffs, buffs, charge, charge, buffs, direct damage when you're breaking runes, basically direct damage, charge, right? So you get the point. This is not a sophisticated deck. This is not a 200 IQ piloted deck. So like I said, it's a deck testing video, even though it's not really deck testing, so I've been playing this deck for as long as I could cram as many charge creatures into a deck as possible, but a deck testing video in terms of format. Like I said, we're going to play 2 games, win or lose. Let's be honest, I'm probably going to lose, but I want to play some charge creatures, and that's the important thing. So here we'll throw back the douchenik, but clan captain into a potential raiding party opener is relatively strong. There is a strong chance that we don't play this on curve. We might save this, like we might raiding party and then save this to burst from hand. It'll depend on what I draw here. And that's perfect. We drew an Elit. So the Elit means that we can save the clan captain. Still get our direct damage in. This will likely eat a Black Hand Messenger or some sort of removal, but...
What have we here?
Oh no, even better. So the other thing, when you're piloting this particular deck, most of your creatures, you view them as being expendable. So if they actually survive and get to attack more than once, that's just gravy, right? Like the fact that I actually got to swing with this Elit is just icing on the cake. It's not something you traditionally expect. Oh, now that's a problem because we don't run silence. We don't have any of that around these parts. Not even a little bit. Not at all. Well, I think the only reasonable course of action is to say that it's time to fight a few hundred times. But probably from over here. And the reason we're going to do it over here is because we're going to end up playing the Elit over there to contest it. Now, they'll have removal for the Elit, but if they do, then they have to actually hit me to drain. And if they hit me and give me cards, then that's just more gas. So, with the ring, they're still 1 away from Ice Storm. They do actually hit me. Wow, okay. So, now we're just hoping. What are they gonna hit? Raiding party? Yeah, that makes an awful lot of sense. Hoping for something like Outpost.
Come and warm yourself.
Into, I suppose, a Relentless Raider.
Fires of all doing. Sniveling coward. Carlos!
Now, again, sadly, they're going to drain and then likely Ice Storm here, and there's not much I can do about that. But them having the guard there kept that alive. I didn't have proper charge creatures to combat it. So here comes the Ice Storm. Not unexpected. And we're just going to answer with a Sower for now. Hope they don't have the silence. We still have a lot of burst in our hands, so as long as they don't have a lot of ways to gain life, we still actually have a shot. Our opponent drained for 12, and we are not out of this game. That is a gatekeeper, but we are okay with a gatekeeper.
The Black Hand sees all.
Gatekeeper is something that we are okay with, because we would like to deal more damage. And
Let nothing through. Close ranks.
we're just going to go ahead and do that as well, because that gives us an awful lot to work with. They either need to gain significant health.
The Black Hand sees all.
Alright. Or guard in both lanes, but we do have the change here. Alright, so this is exactly what I meant when I said they need to gain significant health. So that was not good for us.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow. Sovngarde awaits you.
Killing you will make an excellent
So I guess we'll do that.
story.
Again, assuming that they're likely still at 9 and we can only deal 7 right now.
Rise, my servant.
That's going to get another Black Hand
The
Messenger
Night
for them.
Mother will guide us.
Like I said, assume that they're at 9.
Your death will be swift.
Oof, and they had the Fire Blown. Alright, so they are at 11. Relentless Raider does not much for me. And of course, now I don't have an Orc. Laysai. Laysai.
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever. There's nowhere they can hide.
I think need to consider running this over, as much as I want to deal maximum damage. This isn't enough to get them threatened lethal anyway, so I actually think this has to go. I mean, we're dead to double bolt anyway, we're dead to a couple of combinations of things, but...
Behold my power.
That was... okay. Far too many Black Hand Messengers. So our opponent had 2 successful attacks with Queen. Has now essentially played 4 Black Hand Messengers against me. And we still had a shot to win this. We're not going to win this, but we had a shot. Now they're going to sacrifice that so they can gain more health. Clan Captain might get us there. Hold on. Hold on, gang. Even after all of that, even after all of that, we get there and then some. Okay, so that's very satisfying. Not only because you're beating control, but typically when you play like a time to fight style deck with all of these charge creatures, typically life gain is your kryptonite, right? If they can gain somewhere between 5 and 10 health, you just lose, period. You just don't have the resource extension typically to deal with that. However, because specifically with the Queen, they had to give me cards, right? They couldn't just drain on my creatures. That allowed us to get the resource extension to pull that off. Now, we're up against Mage. Oh, you're tempting to keep just because I've got... Yeah, we got the ring and orcs. I guess we'll try it. Mage is probably going to wipe the floor with us, but it doesn't matter. We got that win against Tribunal after they gained a absolutely bonkers, ridiculous amount of health. Yeah, sure.
Time to fight. Attack!
1 damage now, or if we wait, then it's potentially 2, but... Let's be honest, if they have something that deals 1 damage, they're going to hit the elite anyway.
We stand united.
Fires of Alduin!
Okay. So far, so good.
You're so sweet, I could just
Yeah.
eat you up.
Rather unfortunate for us, but there are worse things that could have happened. So we're actually going to use this sweet roll there.
Fires
And
of
now
Alduin.
the moment of truth is, if this survives, and it's not going to, but if it survives, we have the headhunter we can lead in with. It survived. Hey, we got the meme tar even.
And we'll pay the blood price by the first form.
I'm actually going to run that over
Sniveling coward.
because getting them, yeah. All right, well, there you have it. I was expecting this to not do very well because I don't think that my time to fight decks are well positioned in the meta at the moment, but hey, 2-0 is 2-0. You saw it here, and anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.